They're rubbing their eyes. Oh, it's so.
Nobody's crying for him. He doesn't have. You don't have to feel
LeBron
sorry for him
because he went to L.A. and he ain't going to the play. I'm rubbing my glasses. That's how much I'm upset. I can't believe LeBron not going to the playoffs and everybody picking on Bronny. That ain't right, Bronny.
Oh, yeah. It is the odd couple. It's like dog LeBron James season. I mean, maybe all the people that were quietly hating on LeBron for the past decade
the only thing I don't like
are coming out of the woodwork. You weren't quietly hating on him.
No.
You were publicly hating on him, so you're not in that category.
But the only thing is, if you criticize, why you got to be a hater because you criticize?
Because some of it is just way out of bounds. I want to hear you do your little crying thing with Dante, because he's a former teammate of LeBron's.
He's another one.
You know he's going to defend him. You know LeBron. He is. But
hey, anybody else?
He'll give us some insight.
Anybody
some
would take 27, 8,
well, they would.
Anybody would take that. But they would take that LeBron has just about the same amount of wins.
Would anybody
that pathetic team had a year ago.
But I'm saying, don't sneeze at 27. I would definitely take 27.
That's not what LeBron came to L.A. for, Chris.
No argument there.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
But just don't act like 27, 8, and 8 is a joke.
Those numbers don't matter when you don't make the playoffs.
It's not easy to get 20. You don't just wake up and get 27, 8, and 8.
Yes, but you also don't wake up 27, 8, and 8, but not make the playoffs in this league where half the teams make the playoffs in their sleep.
Just like I didn't kill like Michael Jordan in Washington. I gave him
Here we go.
props.
It's always about where did this come from? How come we even talking about Michael Jordan?
Can I get a word in edgewise?
Yeah, hey, I'm just trying. Nobody's talking about Mike. This is about.
I'm about to make a point. If you listen, you'll get the gist.
It's always about Michael Jordan.
Don't bring in the 27, 8, and 8, because that's not bad, especially when you do it on 50% shooting. You can say all the other things, but don't mock the 27, 8, and 8.
Is it for LeBron? Is it about stats or winning championships?
It's about both, and he's not going to win the championship. Okay. So I'm saying
but Chris,
we can call this his worst year since, I don't know, his second year, whatever you want to do it. But just don't mock 27, 8, and 8, because how many players? There's probably 5 players in the league, if that could go out and on their best. In their best season, give you 27, 8.
But this is the difference.
Might not even be 5.
This is all I'm saying is I'm just going to repeat your words. LeBron and them are going to win 53 games. LeBron and them are going to go to the Western Conference Finals. LeBron and them.
I never guaranteed the Western Conference
I'm not worried about any team in the West because LeBron. Who are you afraid of? Those were your words. We could dig up the hot coal. Who are you afraid of?
No, ain't nobody running.
Who are you afraid of?
You saying this like you shaming me.
I'm not saying.
I said it with my chest, and I'll accept it with my chest.
Okay.
I'll accept the bullets. So bring them on. That's all you got?
Yeah, because LeBron
got hurt. Before he got hurt, they were the 4th seed.
But when they came back, LeBron was healthy, and he's putting up these numbers.
Wasn't himself.
You're bragging about the numbers, but they don't win. That's all.
Look, nobody's defending like I'm saying is you want to act like 27, 8, and 8 doesn't matter.
I didn't say that. I said that it's not the same 27, 8, and 8 as it was a year ago.
Who said it was?
That's the difference.
Who said it was?
I'm saying it's not the same. That's all.
I'm trying to think. Let me think out loud.
We're here arguing about a guy who's got knocked out of the playoffs, who lost to the Hawks and to Memphis.
You want to mock 27, 8, and 8. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying it doesn't matter this year because he's not in the playoffs.
Well,
it's not the same.
It does matter because
it's not the same.
It'll count on his climb toward Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
But people will look back at this year.
Count on his climb in the all-time assist list.
That's why everybody, if you go look at the video, the Knicks are laughing at him when he got blocked yesterday. That's where LeBron is now.
That's fine.
That's where everybody is.
I mean, if you want to kill
they're looking at this year.
If you want to go there, go there. But don't get into the numbers because you're not making sense when you say 27, 8, and 8
I'm
is
telling
nothing.
you that I didn't say it was nothing. I never said that. You misquoted me. Where did I say that?
You
I said that they're not
numbers.
the same. They're empty because of the playoffs.
No, they're not empty because you know when they're empty when you shoot 40% from the floor. That's when they're empty.
It's just filling a stat sheet. The pressure's off now.
Who else can do that?
It's just off.
No, he's done it all year. It ain't nothing new.
We could just go ahead.
When the pressure was on early on, he did it.
What happened in the fourth quarter yesterday?
He stunk. Okay. That's what happened. It happens.
You told me about LeBron and what he can do and how they were going to the playoffs and how the stars were aligned. We could pull the tape. And I sat here and I told you they're not good with LeBron and they're not good without LeBron. This team, it was no good. This is what I said. And this is even before the other guys got hurt. I'm talking about this team wasn't going to make the playoffs because they're not very good.
Oh, no, just stop it.
That's all.
Because you didn't say they weren't going to make the playoffs when the season started.
Hey, but when I looked at them,
you know Stradamus up in here.
No,
right? I know you feeling good.
What did I
all
say?
the L's you've been taking, but this is the W for you.
I'm telling you.
I'm glad for you. Yes, let me give Rob Parker a standing ovation. Congratulations. LeBron James got hurt.
Rob Parker.
Anthony Davis trade rumors put the young boys in their feelings. And you were right.
I'm just telling you.
But don't act like you were that right because you predicted they make the playoffs just like everybody else.
And what did I say originally? What seed did I say originally, Chris?
7 or 8.
Okay,
so you were wrong.
So I was down there at the bottom.
You were wrong.
I didn't say that they.
Are they 7 or 8?
Who are you afraid of in the Western Conference? They can beat anybody except for the Warriors. They can't even beat the damn Memphis Grizzlies.
I'm not even saying he's the best player in the world anymore.
Oh, who is?
We'll find out in the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
It might be Kevin Durant.
How about right now?
It might be Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Right now.
You don't become the best player in the regular season.
No, give me something right now. Who's playing best in the league?
You become the best player in the playoffs.
Right now.
So let's see.
Tell me who right now.
I know. I'm not like you where every other week it's a different best player in the world. Because you ain't saying James Harden anymore, probably.
What? James Harden is.
Oh, really? Okay. How many players in the league could average 27-8? Let's really count. James Harden.
He's going to the playoffs.
I don't even think Durant.
He's going to the playoffs.
Close to 8 assists.
Come on, who else? Give me some more in there. They're all going to the play. They're not sitting at home come April. Who else?
Giannis.
Giannis is going to the playoffs. Who else?
Giannis hasn't done it, but he can.
Go ahead. Who else?
That's 2 players. I don't know who else. It helped me out. Anybody? No, I'm asking you to help me out. Who else?
They're all going to the playoffs.
And Giannis.
Right.
Who else can average 27, 8, and 8?
Russell Westbrook.
That's right. Yeah, because he averaged 30. He averaged 30 points. Right? So that's 3 players 4 players on earth.
Are they all going to the playoffs?
They are.
Everybody except LeBron.
They are.
Okay.
You act like you hurting me. I don't get in my feelings. I said it with my CHEST, Mr. Big Chest up in here.
877-99 on Fox. Let's do it. I know
Sean
LeBron.
from Greensboro. What's happening?
What's up, fellas? Love the show, man.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I'll be honest with you, man. From the time Ben Maller comes on to Clay Travis, Dan Patrick, Colin Cowherd, I pretty much keep it on all day in the background, and I look forward to 7 o'clock every day so I can listen to you guys.
Man, that makes our day, Sean, really.
Yes, sir. Man, normally I side with Chris on the cooler heads, but I'm a Laker fan, and I'm ready for LeBron to be gone. I'll just be honest with you. If those aren't empty numbers, I don't know what empty numbers are, man.
My point is this, Sean, and you're right. It's been a failed season. All I'm saying is there's plenty to criticize LeBron James about, but it is not easy to average 27, 8, and 8 on 50% shooting. That's all I'm saying. And if that's a bad season, then you saying something about the dude putting up those numbers.
No, you're 100% right on that. You're 100% right on that. That's not easy to do. But the man is a cancer. Wow. He's an entitled prima donna.
Andy Reid said it after the game. He said, they got their guys that do all the analytics and numbers crunching. And he said Patrick Mahomes has gone longer than any other quarterback in history without a slump. He never had a slump until this season. But even as a slump, get this, he leads the league in yards. He's 4th in yards per game. He's 2nd in touchdowns. As you said, he has one game up on several other quarterbacks. But at the very least, he'll be third in touchdowns tonight. He's got one game up on Matt Stafford and 2 more touchdowns. So if Stafford throws 3 tonight, Mahomes will be third in the league in touchdowns. You know, I mean, he's on pace to throw 43 touchdowns, which is more than he has.
How many
in
picks
each of the
is he
past,
on pace for?
Hold on, in each of the past 2 seasons.
But what's the pace for interceptions if you're going
I don't
by
know.
the touch?
Probably he's got 10 in 17 games, so it's probably like 17. Yeah, he's got 10 interceptions in 10 games. You don't have to be a mathematician. He's on pace for 43 touchdowns and 17 picks. I could live with that. Joe Burrow, people love Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's got 20 touchdowns and 11 picks.
Yeah, but you
and
can't put
nobody's
Joe,
tearing him apart.
Nah, but the difference
But people
is
have put Burrow in.
You can't.
But Burrow, Herbert, Josh Allen, Tom Brady, they've all had piss poor games, and nobody's like ready to take them off their pedestal. But Pat Mahomes has a few, and they're, oh my gosh, he's not what he used to be. And what is going on? And yet again, he's on pace to throw more touchdowns than he has in each of the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, I think that the criticism of him was fair. It's not about what he's established for himself. He just played poorly. I don't care if
How can he play poorly when he's on pace for 43 touchdowns? He was playing
poorly.
Standards.
No,
I don't think it was that. He's had 3 games with 2 picks.
He was playing poorly for anybody in the NFL. He was turning the ball over. He was fumbling. I'm talking about for any quarterback when they were losing.
How?
He was playing poorly. You can't say
Lamar
that.
Lamar Jackson's got 14 touchdowns and 8 interceptions.
I'm asking you. You can't look at that and say he was playing poorly.
He had some bad games, but he also had some really good games and some so-so games.
But he was
for
playing
his
poorly.
standards. For his standards, he was not playing up to his standards. So he had some bad games for him. But to say he was playing poorly by any quarterback standards, that's ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
What quarterback wouldn't take 43 touchdowns in a season?
Because we're not talking about Chris. You're
just said for any quarterback.
No, I'm talking about during the time when he was playing, not projecting out his stats. No, you're projecting out stats and making it like, 43 touchdowns is good. During that stretch, when he was playing
he
poorly,
was still on top of the league in touchdowns during that stretch.
No, it wasn't just for him. He was playing poorly. I don't know why it's so hard to say he was playing poorly. Aaron Rodgers started the season, right? He played poorly in game 1. We could say it has nothing to do with standards. He had 2 picks and no interceptions. It has nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers' standards. That's a bad game. No touchdowns and 2 picks. Would you admit that? Is that a bad game?
Oh, I never said he didn't have some bad games.
All right,
but
played
I'm saying
poorly.
For you to say he was playing, you said he was playing poorly for any quarterback. That's ridiculous. He was leading the league in touchdowns.
No.
How is that poorly?
No, during that
and it wasn't like a Jameis Winston 30s and 30
touchdowns in 6 games or whatever. He had like 4 fumbles. That's poor play. That has nothing to do with Patrick Mahomes' numbers.
He's got 2 more interceptions than Lamar Jackson.
Chris, he had 5
and he's got
last
11
year. He has
more
10
touchdowns.
already. You're going to tell me that there's not a difference?
What?
He had 5 all of last year, all 16.
Oh, no. Yeah,
and now he has 10, and you're saying he's playing the same. How?
No, I didn't. He had some poor games.
So he didn't play poorly, but he had poor games. For nobody, it was splendid. I disagree with that.
Oh, yeah, you're way off. You're way off.
Here we go.
Ryan Tannehill wouldn't take Patrick Mahomes' season.
For 4 weeks.
Baker Mayfield wouldn't take Patrick Mahomes' season.
Can I give you the numbers?
You're crazy.
That was in a 4-game stretch. That's playing poorly.
He had a poor stretch, but he also had a good stretch. But you're saying this whole season, no quarterback in the league would take. I can name off the top. You did.
That's not what
you said. He was having a poor season for any quarterback.
I said during that stretch, it wasn't about his standard that he set. He was playing poorly. 29th.
Are people ripping Joe Burrow?
29th.
Are people ripping Justin Herbert?
Those guys haven't won anything. They're not MVPs. Come on, Chris.
Are people ripping Lamar Jackson?
In the same conversation.
Lamar Jackson's had some bad ones too. I'm saying the standard he set was so high
it had nothing to do with
had
the
a lot.
standard.
It did.
That's
and there's no other quarterback that has 25 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, and people are wondering what in the world is wrong with him.
I gave you because he was the 29th ranked quarterback in QBR.
You gave me a 4-week stretch.
Previous 4 weeks, Chris.
That's fine. He had a poor stretch. But what about the weeks before that?
For Pat Mahomes is poor standard.
Time away.
There's about 5 that wouldn't take that.
Patrick Mahomes
There's about 5 that wouldn't take that.
Not give in.
Stop it. And here's the deal for all those watching.
Still wrong.
And that's what you want from him.
Yesterday as well.
That's what you fine. It happens to every quarterback.
All right, but I'm just saying, don't make it like he wasn't.
He had 5 touchdowns, Rob.
They dropped 2 interceptions.
He had 5 touchdowns and a 127 passer rating. Don't make it like he wasn't great. He threw for 400 yards.
No, they dropped 2 interceptions.
Stop it. So it's hard for me to call this a rivalry yet. Where you at on it?
What, is it a rivalry? I thought we were talking about something else. You got me. You got me confused with the rivalry. Are we talking about just what they're playing, or is he this light years away from Mahomes, or can he like I think there's a quarterback rivalry, not maybe a team rivalry. I believe right here, right now, we're watching the best quarterback in the AFC.
Oh, stop it. Stop it, Rob Parker. I mean, you were good. You were fine. I'm not going to go overboard, but then you went overboard. He is not better than Patrick Mahomes, but he's the second best quarterback in the AFC. Josh Allen struggling. We've only seen Josh be great for 1 year. Derek Carr's playing well, but, we know his history. You can't say he's better than Lamar at this point. Justin Herbert's young. He's playing well, but right now, Lamar, with the dynamic running ability, and it is different, he is ahead of those guys, but there is no way I can put him, and I'd be shocked if anybody else puts him ahead of Patrick Mahomes.
And Lamar versus Mahomes, I'm going to give you the numbers again. First 3 years of their career. Lamar, 30-7.
Why do you go first 3 years? Because Mahomes only played 1 game his first year?
No, because
don't you go the whole career? They're both young.
No, but them going to 3 years that they both were in the league together, right? Their first 3 years starting in the game. First 3 years.
Starting?
Their first 3 years. First 3 years.
As starters or their first 3 years? Because Mahomes didn't play his first year.
Yeah, but he
that's
did
why
play
your
the last
numbers
game
are
or
skewed.
2. Yeah, but I'm gonna give you. All right, I'm just gonna give you.
That's a big deal. He only played 1 game his first year.
30-7 for Jackson, 24-7 for Mahomes. Jackson 87 touchdowns, Mahomes 80.
Rob,
quarterback rating, Mahomes 107, Jackson 102.6. Both have an MVP. Lamar has a first-team All-Pro. Mahomes has a first-team All-Pro and 1 second-team All-Pro. That's all.
Rob, who you think you're talking to?
I'm just giving you numbers.
You skewed them. Of course, Jackson didn't play his first year. I mean, not Jackson, Mahomes. Here's the career numbers. Regular season wins. Postseason is not even comparable. So we know Mahomes is light years ahead of him now. Regular season career, Mahomes 39-9 in the regular season. Jackson 31-8. Advantage Mahomes. Completion percentage 66-64. Advantage Mahomes. Yards passing per game 309, 157. Throwing Lamar 64.5 yards a game rushing. And still way at big advantage Mahomes. Passer rating, 109.5, Mahomes, 101.9, Jackson. Touchdowns, 120 passing to 70 passing. 21 extra rushing ones for Jackson, 7 extra for Mahomes. I mean, it's 127 to 91 touchdowns. Interceptions, Mahomes throws almost twice as much, has 25 picks. Lamar's got 20 picks. And I'm not trying to diss Lamar because he's great. But you can't throw out the numbers in a skewed way that's going to make it look like they're saying something they don't.
And which of the two was the unanimous MVP? Which
okay, so that means he's better?
No, I'm just asking.
Steph Curry is unanimous MVP. He better than LeBron James?
I just asked you a question. It was just
I just said Lamar. So does that mean, what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything to me.
I was asking. It was a pretty unbelievable accomplishment to be despite the numbers. So
That's a great accomplishment.
Right now, I think that Lamar is the best quarterback in the AFC. Last night, to beat the Chiefs, come back when they had 15 players. How many players were hurt? 15. They had 2 running backs out. Their starting running back. I mean, that's an incredible win against a team that's supposed to be unbeatable almost. I thought the Chiefs were. I've never seen a Mahomes team lose a game where they led by double digits that late in the game. It's never happened. So this might be the crack in the Chiefs' armor. This might be that he busted the kryptonite.
All you're saying is prisoner of the moment.
I love it.
They won because Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the running back, fumbled. Period. Mahomes was about to win that game. And I'm not going to take it away because all breaks happen all the time. But I'm just, you're overstating it. Mahomes is the better QB.
What's going on, fellas? How are we doing tonight?
We're good, brother. How are you?
I'm great, man. Look, Rob, dude, just stop, man. Just stop. You got this Jason Whitlock thing going, man, where you just
all right. Hang up. Hang up. Hey, hello?
No, let him talk.
Right? No.
Why?
No.
Because he said stop?
No, I'm not. The Jason Whitlock response, please. Just call another show. Don't call here with that. I don't want to hear that. Marty in Kentucky.
Why are you so sensitive?
You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. Because that's a ridiculous. That's a ridiculous.
We don't even know what he was gonna say.
No, to mention that guy's name with me, I'm good.
Come on, man.
Please, Elvis, stop with that. I'll just say this: hypothetical. Lamar somehow bounces off of back from game 1. Plays great the rest of the year. Chris wins the MVP. The Ravens win the Super Bowl. Now he has two MVPs and 1 Super Bowl. Mahomes has 1 Super Bowl and 1 MVP. Is there a rivalry? Yeah, there's a rivalry.
I mean, that's fiction, man. Agreed. But my point is, if we just gonna go that type of fiction.
No, it's not fiction. I said if he wins, what if he wins the Super Bowl? All right, and they both have 1 Super Bowl.
That's a big
That's
if,
not
though.
Outrageous.
We're in game 1. That's a big if. That's not outrageous because they're a good team. I'm just saying like that.
But I'm asking you a question, a hypothetical.
Hypotheticals.
If he wins a Super Bowl and he has one,
I'm not even addressing.
Okay, remember that. You don't want to answer hypotheticals.
Wins it?
Remember that. Okay, I got you. Don't ever ask me another hypothetical question on this show.
I'll ask you what I want.
No,
I'll ask you what I want.
I'm just telling you.
You don't have to
right
answer
there.
me, but I'll ask you what I want.
Fine, I'm good. No hypotheticals.
That's a ridiculous question.
No, it's not.
Lamar
it's
Jackson
not ridiculous.
wins the MVP and then wins the Super Bowl.
I said a Super Bowl.
Yeah, of course.
I said if they're 1-1, each have a Super Bowl.
Of course
That's
it's
all
a
I said.
rivalry then. But you know what? If Baker Mayfield does the same thing, that's a rivalry too.
No, it's not, because Baker hasn't won an MVP. No, it's not. It's not a rivalry then. Yes, Baker back rival. Mahomes will have something over him, which is an MVP.
Rob, so what? Okay. Matt Ryan has an MVP. Is he a rival with Aaron Rodgers?
So what?
Is he a rival with Aaron Rodgers? I mean, that's ridiculous logic.
No, it ain't.
Not to mention it's casting way off in the future. I mean, let's stay somewhat, current. Sure, no doubt. I mean, yes, if Lamar Jackson plays tremendous the rest of the year, beats Mahomes in the playoffs, wins the Super Bowl, sure, it's a rivalry. But he ain't done that. He's got 1 playoff. He's 1-3 in the playoffs. And it's not even that close. And one of my questions with the rivalry, or so-called rivalry, if you want to call it that, is how long is Lamar going to remain at an elite level?
I don't know. That's a hypothetical. I have no idea.
I wasn't asking you a question. I was making a rhetorical statement.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
I thought you had checked out.
I don't know.
I thought you had checked out again.
No, I checked out when the show started. How's that? Yeah,
okay,
I checked out.
Then don't say nothing else. If you've checked out, see ya. They play.